Good evening. This is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends Blogspot. It's October 16th, 2006. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stocks that hopefully can continue to make us money in this strong bull market. I've got Altair Nanotechnologies on the screen right now, ALTI. And this is a stock that we got involved in last Thursday, I believe, and quickly got stopped out of it because I had a tight stop in place, and it looked like it just wasn't following through. But today the stock had a strong day. You can see this nice big green candle here. I am long a very small position in this right now, but I still think it's a worthy potential candidate for purchase. You can see it had that nice run at the end of the day, and I got involved right in there, sold some a little bit up in there, but I'm still holding a piece of it. And this pullback, it looks pretty good. I'd like to see it pull back. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I'd like to see it pull back another penny to 374. Once it does that, I think it's good to purchase above 380, and I'll probably add to my position above $3.80. I think at that point your stop can go at $3.73, and the upward target is going to be about 420 to 450. Now this high right here was 395. I think you could easily get through there. But looking at this weekly time frame, I think these bigger numbers definitely have the potential to come into play, and 420 to 440 actually is what we'll say our price target is. Next up is a stock that reminds me of ACOR from last week. If you remember, or actually 2 weeks ago, I'd suggested buying that above 935 right in here, and that stock absolutely exploded. The name of this company I'm going to tell you at the end of the video. How's that for a teaser? But I've got a really good one that looks like that. ISIS is ISIS Pharmaceuticals, mighty ISIS here. This stock has rallied on big volume last week, consolidated in a low volume range in here, and looking at a weekly time frame, I think the stock has the potential to get back up towards about $9.5 to $10 a share. ISIS is the symbol here, and further down the road, once it gets up there, I think I'd like to take my I would probably take the profit. But I think that a bigger breakout is coming above that $10, 10 and a quarter level at some point in the next few weeks or so, and that could, really send the stock up towards 15. If you're an investor, maybe that's something you want to look into. There's a massive short position in this stock too, massive relative to the average daily volume. Now, the average daily volume in ISIS is about 430,000 shares, and if I remember correctly, I think it was about a 3 million share short position in there. Anyway, the way I'd like to play ISIS, I don't have a position here, but the way I'm considering playing it is to buy it above these recent highs here where it's had some resistance at $8.84. Once I'm in the stock, I'd likely put my stop at about $4.48, and I think it can get up towards about $10 a share for this ISIS. $9.5 to $10 a share is what we'll call it. Had a hard time finding good ideas on the short side, but KCI, Kinetics Corp, this stock busted down hard on a gap. It's been rallying up, but maybe looking a little bit tired in here. I think that selling it short below 32.75 with a stop at 33.12, I think you've got a good chance of the stock revisiting about $31 a share. I have low confidence in this stock though. So, thing is, if it were to break down, it would be, after this lower high. So, we're in a bull market. It's tough to find good short positions. A couple of thinly traded stocks that I'm going to get to, that stock that reminded me of that ACOR that exploded 2 weeks ago. FMTI, very thinly traded here. I bought some at $2.40. I think that's about where you could probably buy this stock. But good volume coming into it today. The weekly time frame is really, starting to show signs that it's getting moving and maybe about to test the upper levels at that 270 level, and above there, who knows what could happen. But it's a small, another one of these little garbage companies that's just moving because there's a lot of hot money in the market right now. Very speculative play. IFLO, this is iFlow Corp, another thinly traded stock, and on the weekly monthly time frame, it's broken this downtrend line, and on the daily you can see it did it with good volume in here. Nice tight consolidation. Buyers came back into it today. I don't have a position in here. I missed this move, but I think a pullback towards that level and maybe a little strength is where I would get involved, pulling back towards that 1420 or so. But that one looks pretty good, as does Neo Magic, another garbage stock, NMGC. that trades very light volume. What's the average daily volume in here? Let's take a look real quick. That is 139,000 shares, but it had a big volume break. That 200-day moving average looks doable, maybe up near that 4.5 level. I think that's probably a little bit too aggressive. It's had this this big decline, but the stock is starting to look good, and maybe above $3.60 a share. It gets a little bit of movement. So let's go to that other stock that I was teasing you with, and let's take a look at it first. Again, this reminds me of ACOR. If you recall ACOR had that first rally up, that big rally. We got involved above 935 right in here, and it continued to rally higher. This stock right here, I think the way you want to play it is to buy it above $8.84 a share. And I've got the wrong symbol in right there. Let me just type it in. But buy it above $8.84. That's what I'm considering. That's these highs right, from 10:13, middle of the day. It's not the high of the day, but the highs the middle of the day from 10:13. And once I'm in this stock above 884, I think I'll put my stop just below these lows at 848. And I think that the stock has the potential to get up to $10.15, these highs from back in May. But look at this weekly time frame here. A recent IPO, got hit down hard, made a nice base. It's in the right group. It's Avenir Pharmaceuticals. Symbol is Apple Victor Nancy Roger, AVNR.